and welcome to HITC Sport. Right, let's take a look at every Premier League club and where you'd rank the league table based on each manager's silverware haul throughout their career. Now, we're going to need a point system for this because I'm sorry, a Premier League title is not the equivalent to a goddamn League One out the back arse of Norway. Yeah, Ollie, I'm looking at you. So here it is, right? Champions League, 30 points. A title win in the top 5 European leagues, i.e. England, Spain, France, Italy and Germany, 20 points. A Europa League, 15 points. A domestic cup won in the top 5 leagues, 10 points. Any other top flight league title, i.e. Scotland or Sweden, etc., 6 points. A domestic cup won in these leagues, 3 points. Lower league title, i.e. the Championship, Segunda Division, Bundesliga 2, 3 points. Playoff trophy, 2 points. One-off games in top flight leagues like the Community Shield, European Super Cup or the Intertoto Cup, 5 points. Okay, a bit complicated, but let's just try and see if I can get this done with any bit of coherency. 20th, Tottenham, Mauricio Pochettino, 0 points. Right, so starting off this list, rock bottom is Mauricio Pochettino. The only man in this list who hasn't won so much as a goddamn raffle in his management career. Yes, he's the one tip for Real Madrid right now. He's also ranking behind the likes of Graham Potter and Dean Smith in terms of silverware actually lifted. No wonder this man started crying when he reached the Champions League final. Christ above, in 10 years as a manager, he hasn't so much as had a sniff of a trophy. Going down with a whimper in both the 2015 League Cup final and most recently the Champions League. I mean, but don't get me wrong, he is a great manager, so he will pop his cherry soon enough. I mean, surely. 19th, Aston Villa, Dean Smith, 2 points. Again, more proof that just because you haven't won much doesn't mean that you can't coach your way out of a paper bag. Dean Smith has worked miracles at Walsall, Brentford, and let's be honest, Aston Villa, with his only trophy being the thing they hand out when you win the playoff final. Although, to be honest, that should probably be scrapped, because it seems a bit unfair that you could finish 20 odd points behind the team that finished second and still finish the season with more silverware than them. 18th, Southampton, Ralph Hasenhüttl, 3 points. Again, I doubt Southampton are particularly worried about their manager's allergy to trophies. That club is just happy to still be in the Premier League. Terrified that they'll be ransacked yet again by those Scousers. Actually, although, to be fair, that club is a bit like a house after it's already been raided. The only thing that's left is a box of tampons and some out-of-date porridge left in the fridge. Don't worry, lads, I think you're safe. But yeah, Hasenhüttl won German football 2nd division with Ingolstadt 04 4 years ago, and nothing else. So that's why he gets his lowly 3 points. 17th, Wolves, Nuno Espirito Santo, 3 points. For such a bright young manager getting linked with all the top clubs, Nuno Espirito sure hasn't won much in his 7 years as a manager. I mean, his playing career, the man couldn't move for medals. But so far, I mean, he's finished runner-up quite a lot. Before finally popping his cherry with the 2017 Championship title with Wolves. The man was probably dreaming of winning the FA Cup this year, before Gerard Deulofeu happened. Santo probably spent that night wishing that the Spaniard got hit by a goddamn bus. 16th, Burnley, Sean Dyche, 3 points. Sean Dyche, this generation Sam Allardyce, building a solid, formidable mid-table unit that's sure to crumble like a pack of cards as soon as he leaves, before he one day ends up as England manager, forcing the entire nation to weep into their morning muesli. He's a good manager, but much like Big Sam, winning things isn't really his bag, possessing the same ambivalence towards trophies as he does to clearing his goddamn throat. But he won the Championship title in 2016 with Burnley, so yeah, he gets his 3 points that keep him out of that relegation zone. 15th, Bournemouth, Eddie Howe, 3 points. Yeah, another lad stuck on 3 points. Eddie Howe is a bright young manager, alright? He's still only 41, Christ above, and he seems to be linked with Everton every 20 minutes. He's done an outstanding job at Bournemouth, taking them from the depths of hell into the promised land, and lifting the 2015 Championship title along the way. If that man gets his hands on the FA Cup, the entire town will be queuing up to kiss his feet. 14th, Watford, Javi Gracia, 6 points. This man is currently one of the favourites for the Chelsea job. Javi Gracia, the lad who I predicted would be gone by Christmas, and I was so sure of it that I promised I'd sleep in a goddamn bin. If he gets the Chelsea job, I'm just gonna give up on predicting things. Anyway, he hasn't won much, winning the 3rd division of Spanish football twice, both in 2007 and 2009 with Pontevedra and Cadiz respectively. An FA Cup win would have leapfrogged this fella higher in the table, but nah, his team was just murdered on the pitch. 13th, Sheffield United, Chris Wilder, 8 points. If Chris Wilder was offered 13th next season, he'd bite your goddamn hand off. Especially when he's got David McGoldrick up front, I mean, come on. But since 2010, no manager in the 4 tiers of English football have won more games than Chris Wilder's 196. Keep this up, he'll be lifting the Champions League in no time at all. Anyway, his 8 points are made up of a League 2 title with Northampton Town in 2016, a League 1 title with Sheffield United the following year, and the conference playoffs with Oxford in 2010. 12th, Norwich City, Daniel Farke, 9 points. A Westfalenliga Group 1 in 11-12, and Oberliga Westfalen the following season. These were the trophies Daniel Farke was lifting with SV Lippstadt 08. You can see why I didn't have much faith for him at Norwich City. But yeah, He proved me wrong. 11th, Brighton, Graham Potter, 9 points. A Brummy left back who began his management career out the back arse of Sweden with FK Östersunds. He spent 8 years there, filled his bag with a couple of cups and lower league titles, before heading back to Britain with Swansea and now Brighton. 10th, Everton, Marco Silva, 12 points. I'm still not sure what to make of Marco Silva. Is he a revolutionary manager or just another Bobby Martinez in disguise? Anyway, he won a Segunda Liga title with Estoril in 11-12, attacked the Portugal with Sporting Lisbon in 14-15, and finally a Greek league title with Olympiacos in 2016. That equals 12 points, which altogether is less than Europa League. I mean, maybe I've done the point system wrong. 9th, Man United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, 15 points. Remember when everyone criticised the Man United board for handing one of the biggest jobs in club football to a man who just never lifted a trophy as manager? Well, looks like they've learned from their lessons. Now, to be fair, Solskjaer has won some things. Successive Norwegian League titles with Molde 8 years ago and a Norwegian Cup in 2013. That was the last time he lifted anything above his head that wasn't a goddamn hairdryer. 8th, Chelsea, Maurizio Sarri, 18 points. I mean, this video is going to be out of date within a matter of hours, I just know it. In before Maurizio Sarri ends up at Juventus, leaving Chelsea forced to employ Mark Hughes, a man who'd rival Pochettino at the bottom of the goddamn league. If I'd made this video 2 weeks ago, Sarri would be circling the relegation zone with the likes of Dean Smith. But now, just add 15 points from that Europa League to his Coppa Italia Serie D with San Savino 16 years ago, and we have a manager that's suddenly 8th in the league. 7th, Leicester City, Brendan Rodgers, 29 points. To be fair, this one is fairly accurate, considering this is where Leicester are more or less aiming for anyway. But look, Celtic fans might think that I'm denigrating their club's achievements and making light of their success. Lads, I'm not, alright? But come on, if you could win 7 trophies in 2.5 years as manager, all the while playing Scott Sinclair on the wing, you know it can't have been that hard. I can't with all good conscience mark your titles higher than 6 and your cups higher than 3, alright? Because if I did, Christ above, Rodgers would be ahead of Jurgen Klopp. 6th, Crystal Palace, Roy Hodgson, 63 points. And now, a massive jump from 29 points to 63. To be honest, lads, Roy Hodgson is only up this far because he's about as old as your goddamn granddad. Christ above, he was winning trophies in Sweden when Eddie Howe was just nestling in his dad's nutsack. 7 Swedish League titles, 2 Swiss Cups, a trophy in Switzerland, some more in Denmark. Yes, he hasn't won anything since 2001, but still, 63 points. A bit ironic that he managed to spend 2 decades cleaning up in Scandinavia and still couldn't work out how to beat goddamn Iceland. I'll give you a hint, Roy. It doesn't begin with putting Harry Kane on corner kicks. 5th, West Ham, Manuel Pellegrini, 72 points. Another man who scrapes into this top 6 for no other reason other than the fact that he's older than the dawn of time. Okay, to be fair, he's only 65, but he ages like a pint of sour milk. He won a bunch of titles in South America during the late 90s and early 2000s, including the Argentine Premier Division with both San Lorenzo and then River Plate, and then there was the Intertoto Cup with Villarreal in 2004, before really boosting his score with a league title and 2 league cups with Manchester City. He also led Real Madrid to 96 points. Like Jurgen Klopp, if Pep Guardiola didn't exist, this man's score would be so much higher. 4th, Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp, 90 points. Okay, I just want to make this clear. This isn't a direct reflection of how good a manager is, alright? I know that Jurgen Klopp is one of the best managers in the world, but still, based on this point system, he only comes in 4th. 2 Bundesliga titles, a domestic cup and 2 Super Cups before a 5-year drought, before finally lifting that elusive Champions League this year. That puts him on 90 points, which I think is a pretty healthy score considering he went half a decade without winning anything. 3rd, Arsenal, Unai Emery, 115 points. Again, I can't stress this enough. I don't think Emery's better than Klopp, but the man has won 3 Europa Leagues, which alone puts him on 45 points. Then we look at his time at PSG, which is sort of like playing tennis with the net down, but still. 1 league title, 4 cups, and 2 Super Cups. 115 points. 2nd, Newcastle, Rafa Benitez, 153 points. Now, and some Newcastle fans say they still can't believe that Rafa Benitez is at their club coaching the likes of Paul Dummett on how to defend. Yeah. This is why. The man is a trophy machine. 2 league titles and UEFA Cup of Valencia, an FA Cup, Community Shield, Champions League and Super Cup of Liverpool. Even at Inter Milan when he was sacked at Christmas, he still managed to fit in 2 trophies. Even at Chelsea, where half the fans probably wanted to set fire to his goddamn car, he lifted the Europa League, then the Coppa Italia and Super Coppa with Napoli, then even managing to win a trophy at Newcastle. I mean, it was the championship trophy, but still. Mike Ashley, just give this man what he wants. 1st, Man City, Pep Guardiola, 385 points. Pep Guardiola must not be able to move from the medals in his house. 385 points. Good lord. Not only has he lifted 8 top flight league titles, he's also won the Champions League twice, amongst a smattering of other cups. 385 points. I mean, is it any real surprise? Anyway, that's the end of the video, lads. Let me know what you think. Have I made a complete balls of the point system? Should the likes of Scottish League titles be higher than 6 points? Meaning that Rodgers would be ahead of Klopp, and I'd have Liverpool fans may leaving chunks of dog shit in the post. Anyway, let me know what you think. Twitter and Instagram is there. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like, a share, and subscribe on that road to 300k. And as always, I'll talk to you in a while.